Hey guys, what's up? It's Hailey Eliza. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I have not filmed a video in so long and I am so excited. My room is completely decorated for fall and I'm feeling my fall vibes with my bandana. Just ignore this just to keep my hair back because today I am doing a really fun video that I've actually been looking forward to doing for a while. So I am going to be doing like the full face with samples. Now I don't have quite a full face, but I have most of what I need. So yeah, let's just jump right into this. So then the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use a face mask. Basically, well, how I got all these samples is I ordered from Ulta, and they were having a thing where they gave you like a huge bag of samples whenever you ordered. I'll have the picture of like the actual thing here. And so I got sent like a ton of samples and I was like, I never use samples. And then I like saw these videos and I was like, oh, that's a great way to like make use of all these samples. So, and basically the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna use a face mask. So basically I got these three little like L'Oreal face masks and I'm actually going to be using this one so that hopefully my pores can look a little bit better. And then I also kind of want to like talk during this video and do a little bit of like a life update. I'm sorry for not uploading 2 weeks a little bit ago. Basically I didn't upload for 2 weeks because one weekend I had Music Midtown and there was just no time to like edit or upload a video. And then, how am I going to do this? And then the next weekend I had homecoming weekend and I actually went to like my homecoming dance. So I just haven't had very much time to like edit videos, which is so sad because like, I don't know, I hate not uploading. If you see me looking down, it's because I have a mirror, and so like I'm using my mirror to like help me actually know where to put this. But that's why I didn't upload for 2 weeks, and then I uploaded my travel diary, which took me forever to edit. Basically I've been having some issues with my laptop, and so it just took so long to edit, and then the footage, like, I thought it disappeared and I thought everything that I had edited disappeared whenever I was like, oh, I just dropped the face mask off the back of my hand. Wow, I look actually crazy. And so it's just kind of like a little bit of a mess. Now that I have this on my face and I look terrifying, let's see, how long do I have to keep this on for? 10 to 15 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and set a timer. While that's on my face, I basically have 2 hair product things that I'm going to use. Let's see, I think I'm going to do this first. Basically, this is like really good for your hair. I'm not exactly sure what it does, but I really love the way it smells. I've actually been using this for a little bit on my hair, and I really like it. I just spray some of it in my hand, and then I just kind of rub it in all of my hair, and it smells so good. It's really expensive. And this is like not a travel size, this is like the full size bottle, and it costs like $10 or $15, something crazy for this tiny little thing. But I really love the way that it smells. So, and my hair's still a little bit damp from showering this morning, and I just like let it dry. Naturally, I have naturally like pretty wavy hair, and I so look scary right now. But actually this face mask feels really, really good. It feels really like cooling, and I feel like it's actually getting into my pores, so that's good. Also, it's red and I love red. Now I'm going to be using this. This is a product that's supposed to like curl your hair or help enhance your natural curls. It says no curl left behind styling cream, so I'm assuming it's just gonna kind of like condition, enhance, define, and hold for all curl types. I wouldn't really consider my hair like super curly. Oh wow, there's a lot in here. Oh, it's weird. Oh, it's really weird. It's like a white, like, pasty stuff. It's probably not gonna focus, but that's fine. Whatever, camera, just do your own thing. I'm just applying this to my kind of damp hair. My hair's probably not as damp as it should be for this. It smells nice. So the lighting just got bad. I'm sorry, the sun will probably come back in a few minutes. I didn't really read the directions, so I'm just assuming this is what you're supposed to do. It feels really thick, but we're gonna see what happens once it like dries in. Now I'm going to wait for my face mask to like finish, and then I'm gonna come back. I just took the face mask off. I'm just gonna go ahead and start by moisturizing my face. So I have these little like row of samples, and I'm going to be using the moisturizer. The lighting is kind of bad for a second, so sorry about that, but this is the Avana like moisturizing cream. Says that it has an SPF of 15, and clearly there's no sun, so I won't really need that. I'm just kidding. But actually the sun went away, so hopefully it'll come back. I'm just gonna go ahead and put, oh whoa, that's thick. So normally I use gel moisturizers, so So hopefully this doesn't like clog up my pores. So that face mask felt really good. I feel like that actually did some good. So now let's clog my pores back up. Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've used a normal moisturizer and they are so thick. I'm not gonna like put this on a bunch of my face. I'm basically only gonna put this on under my eyes. So I'm not a fan of this, but I probably could have told you that before we started. Wow, there's a lot in these little sample things. I was gonna rub this all over my arm, but look how white my arm is now. But I'm just not really a fan of putting like thick moisturizers onto my skin. I prefer gel moisturizers, so that's probably why I don't like that. That's actually definitely why I don't like that. If you want recommendations for good gel moisturizers, I will have some in the description box because I've tried out several different ones. So now that I've just reclogged my pores after trying to unclog them, I don't actually have a foundation to try out from the samples, so I'm just going to be using my normal foundations. I like to use the Dream BB Cream foundations. I actually have two shades because I'm kind of like in between the darkest and the medium shade. So I'm going to go ahead and do this off camera. I just realized I forgot about primer, and I actually do have a primer. Sorry if you can hear my mom Swiffering in the background. We always clean on Saturdays and I also always film on Saturdays, so that's why there's always noise in my background. But I have this Smashbox Photo Finish primer. This primer is super talked about. I'm going to be priming my skin with this. Everyone talks about this primer and I've never like tried it before, so I'm excited. Hopefully it's not super thick like the gel, like the moisturizer. Oh no, ooh, it's definitely silicone based, I think. I say definitely and then I think. Has a really similar consistency to the little e.l.f. primer that I actually reviewed. And it smells like exactly the same. This primer is literally so similar to the e.l.f. primers that I reviewed. We'll see how it wears, but it feels like the texture and honestly the smell and everything is like super similar. Obviously the e.l.f. primers that I reviewed, they were green and purple, but like the feeling and the smell is just really similar. Okay, so the light is back and so am I. I have my foundation done and I actually have two concealers that I'm going to be trying out. This is the first concealer. This is the LA Girl concealer and I'm really excited to try this out because I feel like I've heard a lot of good things about it. And this is the second concealer that I'm trying. This is the Benefit Boiling Concealer. It's just, the box is so cute. I think I'm going to put this under my eyes and I'm going to conceal my blemishes with this. My skin is looking a little bit rough, so hopefully this helps. Also, this looks a bit dark, but we're going to be hopeful. Oh, it's weird. Okay, so whenever you open it, it has like a little brush on the edge. This reminds me of like paint that I would use whenever I was a kid. I'm not liking this. Well, it doesn't look too bad. This looks like it might actually not be too bad of a shade, but I'm not really sure how I feel about this little like brush on the end. They have a bunch of different shades, which is really awesome. But yeah, let's just go for it. I'm not exactly sure how to do it, but that's okay. Oh my gosh, I just squirted it onto my mirror. Okay, well, be careful whenever you squirt this because it comes out. So I'm basically just going to paint it on my nose. Ooh, this might not be my shade. I'm going to paint some on my nose. I don't normally conceal my nose like this, but I feel like whenever I put the cap back on, it's just going to get really gross. I don't think I'm loving this concealer. I had to put more on, and it's just not really providing any coverage. I feel like it's just making my face look more cakey and not actually giving me any coverage, so I'm not a fan of the LA Girl concealer. Also, kind of a weird applicator. I'm not really a fan. I feel like that just would catch and waste so much product, and then also the shade was just really orangey, so just not a fan overall. But now I'm going to be using the Benefit concealer to try and conceal my eyes. I'm hoping this one will work out better. Oh my gosh, the packaging. Look at, like, it's like a school pattern. That is so cute. The packaging for this is so adorable. Like, look how freaking cute. It looks like it's going to be a better shade for my skin. It doesn't look as dark, it looks a little bit lighter. So I think I'm just going to go in with my finger, put it under my eye, and then try and blend it out. I think I'm going to try and conceal this little blemish here too, because the It Cosmetics concealer didn't really do anything. Oh, it feels really nice. It feels kind of thick. Well, it's definitely not that light, so it's not going to be a highlighting kind of day. Okay, I'm actually really liking this concealer so far. Blending out really nicely. It's not too bad of a shade. Kind of back to going to like with the life update thing, I wanted to talk about school. I started school almost like, by the time you watch this video, over 9 weeks ago. It's almost 9 weeks, and I basically took all of the hardest classes I could take, which hindsight 2020, maybe not the smartest decision, but honestly I'll probably do the same thing again next year. But so I've just been swimming in a crazy amount of schoolwork. I have 2 AP classes, which are like college level classes. I have AP World History and AP Art History, and then I have Chemistry, which is like the hard science you can take, Accelerated Math, Spanish 3, so it's been kind of crazy, but I guess I'm enjoying it because, I mean, I really value knowledge, and so I think it's important that I'm taking hard classes, even though next year I might not want to take as many hard classes. I like this concealer, but comparing it to my Tarte Shape Tape, I definitely prefer my Tarte Shape Tape. But I mean, it's not a bad concealer if you like pot concealers. Now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm actually going to set my face. I have this Bye Bye Pores pressed powder that I'm going to use. The pressed powder, I thought it was a loose powder. I've actually been really into loose powders here lately. And I actually have a loose powder too. I think I'm going to use the loose powder under my eyes, and then I'll use the pressed powder on the rest of my face. This is the Dermablend Loose Setting Powder. So I'm going to use the loose powder for my under eyes, and then I'll use the pressed powder for the rest of my face. I've really been loving my Too Faced pressed powder, or loose powder. After trying to open that for 10 hours, I realized I was doing it wrong. So I don't really like to bake my under eye. I'm just not a fan. I feel like it makes your face look too powdery. I'm gonna take my powder brush and set my under eyes. Oh, it's really white. Oh, wow. This other powder is also like clear. And set the rest of my face. I really like this a lot. I like the Bye Bye Pressed powder. And then I'm not sure how I feel about this, but I will use that after I like prime my eyes and see what it does after that. I'm actually going to prime my eyes with this concealer again, or not again, but I really like this concealer for priming my eyelids. I think that might be what I use this concealer for now. It's really good for priming your eyelids. Your eyelids. I'm just going to take some of this, and I'm just going to take it on my finger and set that. Oh yeah, that's not bad. I think I'm going to have to say that the loose setting powder is not my favorite. I feel like it kind of leaves a slight white cast on my skin, which I'm trying to look tan, not white, so I'm not a huge fan of that. As far as this setting powder, the Bye Bye Under Eye, I really like that. So that is basically all of the samples I have, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup and then come back and kind of go over everything. So I finished the rest of the makeup and I did my hair and I am ready now, and basically I want to do like a recap. Also, you might notice I got bangs if you haven't seen them yet. I cut them not all that long ago. I have probably before this went up, I had my Music Midtown vlog go up, so if you didn't see that then you probably didn't know I had bangs, but I love them so much, and so they are so much work though. And if you guys want like a video about like having bangs and like styles with bangs, then totally let me know in the comments down below, or give this video a thumbs up. Wow, I like jumped real quick there. But anyway, I just kind of want to like talk about all the products and like what I think of each one. So first, let's talk about the face mask. I definitely really like that. That felt super good on my skin. Then we have this little hair product which I already love. I've been using this for like a little bit and I really like this. I really like the way it smells. And then we have the curling product, which I think actually did kind of help make my hair a little bit more curly. My hair is looking real frizzy. I don't know why, but it definitely, I think it helped. I mean, like I said, I have naturally curly hair, but I do think that that helped to enhance the curl a little bit. And then we had the moisturizer, which I did not like. I'm not like a thick moisturizer type of person, even in the winter. Like, I'm just not a huge fan of like thick, heavy moisturizers, so I wasn't a huge fan of that. Then after the moisturizer, we have the primer. Like I said, I felt like that was so similar to like the e.l.f. Tone adjusting primers, which was actually really shocking. I do think that it looks good though. I mean, my makeup looks good, so obviously it did a good job. And then I had the concealer. Let's see, first I had the IT Cosmetics concealer. This I am not a fan of. I do not think it does anything to actually conceal. It's got a really weird applicator that I feel like wastes product, and I don't know, it just wasn't my favorite. I feel like it just made my makeup look more clunky without it actually providing any coverage. And then I had this concealer, which was the Boiling Concealer by Benefit. I don't think I would use this under my eyes. I do love my Tarte Shape Tape for under my eyes, but I think I will be priming my eyelids with this. I really liked it for like priming my eyelids. I feel like it made my eyeshadow look really good. There's no like creases, and I definitely love like not having creases in my eyeshadow, obviously. Then we had this loose setting powder, which is the Dermablend setting powder. Not a huge fan of this. I feel like this leaves a slight white cast on your skin. I don't know if it flashes back or not. Oh shoot, shouldn't have opened it. I don't know if it flashes back or not, but I'm just not really a huge fan. Then we had the IT Pressed setting powder, which I actually really like. On days that I don't wear very much makeup, I might use this to set my face because I feel like it's really good. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I'm sorry that I haven't been posting as consistently. That's just because school has been crazy, as I kind of like talked about. But yeah, bye guys.
Me 'cause I'm my dirty laundry.